Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will be doing our journal setup for June. For this month, I don't really have a theme in mind, but I got a recommendation from my boyfriend Gio to do a beach summer setup, which is great because lately I've been dreaming about oceans a lot. So I searched a lot of references and I got super inspired and excited to do it. Now grab any materials you have and let's get started. For the first weekly spread, I thought of flamingos because it instantly gave me that summer vibes. I also added a bunch of tropical leaves in the background. I'll be using Faber-Castell markers. I love this because it gives that watercolor effect and it's not bleeding through the pages. My plan is to use different shades of green for each leaves. So for the coconut, I'm using a darker green color and a lighter green for the banana. Let's put some details to give it more life. For the monstera, I'm using a blue-green color. I actually want to have a monstera plant someday. Now I'm using Miniso aquarelle brush in light pink for the base color of our flamingo. I'm planning to use a darker shade of pink to put some shadows, but I realized I used the wrong color. Just like life, we will move on from our mistakes. Let's try if I could fix this. Using a lighter pink color, I decided to put some shadows to blend the colors together. Now I'm using a black pen to outline and color the beak of our flamingos. I'm almost done, but I decided to fill in the banana leaves using the Faber-Castell Classic Color pencil in light green. To be honest, it's not that bad. This is better than what I've expected and I'm kind of proud of myself. Okay, let's go to our second weekly spread. For this spread, I want something simple, so I decided to draw a lighthouse and at the bottom I drew some daisies. I also put some birds and clouds because it's looking kinda empty on the top portion. Now I'm placing some scattered windows on the lighthouse. This is probably the quickest spread I've done and it's very cute and easy to make. I'm just outlining everything using a black pen. Using a color pencil in yellow-orange, I'm coloring the buds of the flowers, and a green color on the grass. Now I'm using a red color pencil to color the lighthouse. I love the simplicity of this spread and also the subtle pop of color. Finally put some shadows on the clouds using a light gray color and we're done. For our next spread, I want to try and make a cute summer doodle. So I drew some watermelon, sunflowers, sandals, ice cream, shells, and a bunch of other things. Of course, there's more that you can include, but basically, these are just the things that first came into my mind that reminds me of summer. It's all up to you. When you're satisfied with your work, you can start and outline everything using any color you want. After that, erase any pencil marks and we're done. Now we move on to our last weekly spread. For this spread, I drew more tropical leaves because you really can't go wrong with it, and included some flowers. For the leaves, I'm using different shades of green just like what I did on the first weekly spread. Now I'm using Miniso aquarelle brush in green color to color the banana leaves. This was supposed to be a gumimela flower, but I messed up. Sometimes you just need to accept that some things will not go how you wanted it to be. But don't be afraid to fail or commit mistakes because these things will help you grow. And as long as you're happy with what you're doing, keep it up. I'm just adding some final details and we're done. Finally, let's move on to the last portion, where we will create our trackers. I'm taking out a construction paper which I really love the color and paste it on the pages. After pasting it, cut off the excess. For this spread, I changed the size of my trackers so that I can have bigger space for my drawings. And I'm thinking of making an underwater theme. So I drew some turtles and jellyfish, and at the corner I drew some underwater plants. After making the pencil sketch, I'll be using my mermaid pen to outline everything. After the outlining is done, we will now create our trackers. We will draw a line across and a vertical line on the side. We're basically making a graph. I find this format helpful for evaluating myself and my progress in terms of intermittent fasting and how my sleep greatly affects my mood and my eating habits. It's great to understand these things about yourself and to be able to look after your wellness. I'm still a long way to go, but I'm trying to be consistent. On the bottom part, we will write the days of the month, and on the side are the amount or rating of the things I track. For example, I have 1 to 10 for hours of sleep for my sleep tracker. Now I'm making small calendars for my habits. Instead of making tables using a ruler, I just decided to write the days of the month, because that's easier to do. And on top of each calendar, you can write whatever habits you want to track. I want to make sure I will not skip taking my vitamins, skincare. I wanted to make sure I always water my plants and walk my dog, and how often I exercise. For my diet, I track how often I drink soda or how often I eat chips and chocolates. Now I'm writing the title for each graph. For the final touch, I'm writing June on the topmost corner of the page, and now we're finally done. Here's a final look at what we've done. I enjoyed making these spreads. Doing the trackers is probably my favorite. It's a great way for me to chill and create something. Drawing is what I've missed since I started college, and I'm glad that I could share it with you. I hope you enjoyed our journal session, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day and goodbye!